Hey, it's Congressman Garret. We got some great news today, building on the billions and billions of dollars in infrastructure investments that we've been able to secure for traffic, for flood control, for hurricane protection, for restoring our coast. Another huge slug of money today. In fact, it's about $2.5 billion. Really key investments, $128 million for the COMEET project. This is addressing some of the inflation issues, cost overruns, and other issues that were causing problems with that project. It's going to be finished. Better flood protection for East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and Ascension parishes. $453 million was announced for the West Shore project, which should be a big help for hurricane protection for some of those regions pounded by Hurricane Ida. Another huge one, $380 million, long overdue, for the Morganza to the Gulf Hurricane Protection Project. This is in Terrebonne and Lafourche parishes, really ground zero where this hurricane hit. We have additional funds for Mississippi River levees for revetment projects totaling well over $300 million being invested there. Grand Isle's going to be getting some additional funds helping to improve Grand Isle. Major investments in the Atchafalaya Basin helping to improve flood protection and the flows of water. So some really good news on these projects moving forward. $33 million to dredge the Atchafalaya, well over $40 million to dredge the Mississippi River. So some great news, great projects. I do want to make note, we have a few frustrations. They moved some of the money for the Morganza project that's now going to require the state to come up with about, and the parishes, to come up with about $130 million in cost share. There wasn't supposed to be a cost share. They failed to fund dredging on the Houma Navigation Canal and on Bayou Lafourche, and they did not include any funding for the Baton Rouge Area Flood Control Project, which was another one that was supposed to be funded, or for, you want to talk about really ground zero for Hurricane Ida, for the La Rose to Golden Meadow Hurricane Protection Project. So we're still working on those, but let me say it again. Overall, $2.5 billion in new infrastructure investments. Well over 3/4 of this money is coming from the Hurricane Ida supplemental that we did on September 30th. So just great news, great announcement, and additional progress, building on the billions and billions of dollars in infrastructure funds we've been able to deliver for Louisiana. Ultimately, safer communities, safer families, safer South Louisiana.